Hey everybody, welcome back to Worski Pool Practice. I know it's been a little while, had a lot of big changes, and now I am currently an international ambassador for JFlowers cues. And today, in this video, I'm going to do a review of the JFlowers SF-101. And following that, I'm going to do a couple other videos reviewing some of the gear I received from them, actually all the gear I received from them, in the background there, which will be the J4 brake cue and the JF power jump cue. But today we're going to focus on the SF-101. It's a beautiful cue, and let's get into it.
There are 4 different cues in the SF line. You got the rosewood, the curly maple, the red sandalwood, and the ebony. And here we can see more of the beautiful ring work on the bottom of the cues, just below the wrap. And today we're going to be reviewing the SF-101, which is the ebony model. So here we can see my actual cue, and I ordered it with the carbon fiber shaft and the wooden shaft. You can do that for an extra cost. Normally you order the cue and it just comes with one shaft. There's no price difference for whichever shaft you decide to choose. You could choose the wood or the carbon at the same cost, which is incredible. The cues themselves come in a hard case, and they come with joint protectors and an extension, and also a certificate of authenticity. So on the certificate of authenticity, it's going to give you the model number, which model of the series it is. It's going to give you a serial number, when it was made, and it's going to give you some details on the butt, the length of the butt and the weight of the butt, and also details on the shaft, the weight, length, and tip diameter of the shaft. So it's pretty sweet. Okay, so here's a little flyby of the cue. This is the 6-inch extension. And here's the butt of the cue, and you can see that nice silver ring work 2 times around the bottom there. JFlowers, of course, known for their leather work. This wrap is incredible. I'll go into a little more detail on that. JFlowers is extremely well known for their leather work, and it's no exception on this wrap, on this cue. Like, this leather wrap is exquisite. Like, it's just beautiful. It's embossed with a flower design and checkers. And like right now we're looking at the seam. I don't know if you could see that, but that's the seam right there, and it works into the design fairly well. So you see how even it is from design to design there with the flowers, and it does a checker, and it's got more design here on the face. It's a really nice grip. It's really subtle, and it's really, really comfortable as well. I'm impressed. Like, that's the seam there, and you can hardly see it. It just blends right in with the cue. Really nice work. Here's the ring work at the top of the wrap, and the forearm, ebony, and more ring work at the joint with those beautiful joint protectors. And here I'll go into a little more detail on these joint protectors. Just wanted to talk about these nice joint protectors that come with the cue. So these are also inlaid and made out of solid ebony, which is pretty awesome. So they have the joint. These ones are for my plain cue. So it's a 3/8/11 flat, and yeah, I was pleasantly surprised. Like, these are really nice, and I like that they both say JFlowers custom cue on them. It's very cool. This is the maple shaft, and it is a beautiful Canadian maple shaft. It's 13 millimeter, and it came with a Mori tip. And here is the carbon fiber shaft. Again, it comes with a nice layered tip. The diameter of the tip is 12.5 millimeters. And it's a really super smooth shaft. I really like it, and I'm really surprised how much action you can get on the cue ball with this shaft. Here is the laser etching, JFlowers, and comes with a nice joint protector as well. So, pretty sweet. The joint protector that came with the carbon shaft is pretty nice too. It's a hard plastic, and it's got the JF logo on it. So that's also pretty cool. Okay guys, so I've taken everything from inside of the cue. I've taken it out. Okay, we have a set screw, we have a weight bolt, and we have a bumper, special bumper, that will accept the extension. These were in the cue basically like this. We have the set screw, then we have the weight bolt, and then in the bottom we have the rubber bumper. So I'm just going to throw that in so we can get a quick weight of the actual cue. Okay guys, so what I've done is I've put the rubber bumper back in, and let's get a weight of the actual butt itself. And the weight of the butt is 14.92. Let's just double check. 14.92 for the butt. Okay, so we're going to weigh the carbon shaft. Here we go. Set this guy on here. I got 3.7 for the carbon shaft. Okay, so let's measure the maple shaft. This is Canadian maple. Let's measure this guy. And this guy weighs a little bit more than the carbon shaft, 3.77 ounces. Okay, so here's the cue weight with the carbon fiber shaft. 18.66. 18.62. Okay, pretty close. Okay, here is the cue with the maple shaft. 18.66. 18.7. Okay, so we have the set screw in the cue, and that weighs 0.25. Then we have the aluminum weight bolt, which weighs 0.5. And here I have a weight bolt for cues that is 1 ounce. And it's the same thread. It's a 1/2 inch thread, and it's a 1 ounce weight bolt. So if the lightest cue was 18.62, you could add 1 ounce and be at 19.62. You could add another 0.2 and you could be at 19.82. Or you could do 18.62 plus 0.5, so you could be at 19.1. Or you could do 18.62 plus 2, so you could be at 18.82. So those are your different options for this cue, really. Quite a few different options. Another super fine detail on this cue is, because they're custom, this wasn't lost on me. This JFlowers logo is actually timed and placed on the shaft so that it's on the top of the cue. If we come down here to the bottom here, you see the JF logo is lined up. Let me go over here to the JFlowers logo on the shaft. And another point of that is, if you flip that 180 degrees, that's where your seam of your wrap is, on the underside. It's a little tiny detail that you know, a lot of amateur players wouldn't notice, but I mean, I'm also an amateur too, but I mean, someone who hasn't been around cues a lot wouldn't notice that little detail, but I totally do, and I appreciate it. And it's the same with the
It's the same with the carbon shaft when I put it on. The carbon shaft, the JFlowers logo lines up with the top, and that's not accidental. They do that on purpose. Really, really happy with the quality of this cue. The fit of these shafts is really well done as well. Like there's not a lot of play in the shaft. Like I can't shake it very much at all, which is nice. You have to actually screw it on. It's a little looser. The wooden one is a little bit looser at the top, and as you get down to the bottom it gets nice and snug. Yeah, it's great. It's a great fitting shaft, and they're made out of Canadian maple, and they come standard with a Mori tip, which is exceptional. The carbon fiber shaft, the wooden shaft is a 13 millimeter, and the carbon fiber shaft is a 12.5, and it fits even tighter than the wood. Like you got to screw it on. It's got a really nice feel to feel solid when you screw it together, which is really nice. I really like it, and it's super smooth. So carbon fiber shafts are new to me, and so are low deflection shafts, and this is a low deflection shaft, technology shaft from JFlowers. I'm coming from an older cue that was a deflection shaft and everything, so it's a lot of change for me, but I'm really enjoying it. I like the hit and feel of the cue, and the wrap is incredible. So I'm going to be taking some shots for you guys, just hitting some balls around, and I'm going to probably cut the video a few times because I'm just going to play around a little bit and pick some sections that I want to show so I don't look so bad. But these rails are new on my table, and so is the cloth, so it's really slippery. So it acts a little bit funny off the cushions still because it's slippery, but you'll get an idea. And I'm going to try to make it really quiet in my basement so you can hear the sound of the cues and how it sounds, and hopefully you can pick that up, and you can see what kind of action I can get. You get a lot of action with this carbon fiber, so it's pretty impressive. So there you have it, the JFlowers SF-101 Q review. If any of you are interested in any JFlowers Qs or cases, PM me on Facebook or message me through YouTube, or you can email me at jaworskipoolpractice@gmail.com. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Take care.